The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here. Better bring their binoculars. Going to have a hard time seeing the hole from there. Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Important putt here. They make it. They're into the top 5. That'll sting a bit.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
How good is this course?
This course is fascinating, would be a good way I would put it. It has quirky angles on every single shot. The tee boxes face you at a different angle that the fairway sits. The fairway faces you at a different angle than the green sit. And this is for all 18 holes. And I'm even going to throw 17 in there, even though it is the island green. This golf course that P. Dye designed is fun. It's perplexing. And mentally, it'll wear you out just as much as physically. You better bring your A game if you want to contend this week.
That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Oh, great swing there. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Lining up the birdie putt here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Well, this was the conundrum, wasn't it? When the new rule came in, do they leave the flagstick in or do they take it out? I'm pretty sure they wish they would have taken it out there. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole.
And a guaranteed birdie now for this player. Good stuff indeed.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Justin Thomas is our current leader. Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard. Okay, steady now. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet.
This is what they have left for a par.
And down she goes. He finds himself in a share of 4. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Just didn't drop. A par putt on the table. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
And back to the course with the live action. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it.
Yes, and with just 4 holes to go, this could be an interesting finish.
Ooh. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
Let's go to John Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt. Ouch, that hurts. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. The putt drops, now at 5 under, heading down the stretch.
And some kind of fast finish required if they want to win this thing.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Oh, just missed. Oh, that would have been outstanding to make the eagle. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, that's a bad break there, Rich. Just probably a little bit too much pace. Currently 6 under for the round. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Oh no, that's a heartbreaker.
What a great effort.
And with that, Rich, this one's actually going to extra holes.
What a grind this last few holes were for this player. They got it done. Late charge up the leaderboard. Love to see it. Heading to a playoff.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. 4 victories so far this season. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. That goes down for an eagle.
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
What an amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
Now this is how you play a bunker shot.
Leading after 1, Rich. We're on to the next hole.
Up by 2 strokes in this aggregate playoff. They gotta like their chances, Luke.
Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole in one.
Well, this player had a par earlier on this hole in regulation. Luke, not too sure that's going to be good enough in this playoff.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. We need this one to bounce right. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Putting for birdie. Ooh, right by the hole. Well holed. Let's move on. The next hole in this playoff will be the 18th. Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And now this to win the Players' Championship. Be the ball, Danny. No. And that'll do it, Rich. Players' Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
Well, you love to see it, Rich. A hard-fought playoff battle, but the victory is theirs.
All the hard work and composure totally pays off the thrilling playoff victory, Luke.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hard-working people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. SK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, what a gorgeous day as this event kicks off our featured group. Well, we've got two players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player is looking to beat Lydia Ko, which, let's be honest, will take all their skill and poise.
Oh, absolutely. This will be a certain KO for this player. I can't imagine that Lydia's going to let anybody beat her. When we talk about young phenoms, Lydia comes to mind. She's got it all.
Ding, ding, ring that bell. Let the bout begin. Second shot here on the first. Going with the 3-iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Oh, that's a great approach shot. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet.
Their boldness paid off. They've got this for the eagle.
Oh, what a stroke. Wonderful shot.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Just 3 feet to the cup. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up. Should you take driver out? Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
There have been a lot of players that have come out, and people are quick to label them as prodigious talents and what they can do, but it's true about Lydia Ko that she is one of the game's prodigies.
Luke, when you say prodigy, I think Lydia Ko's name should just be, instead of prodigy, just say, look at Lydia Ko. Because this young lady has seemingly done it all at 14 years young. 14, won a professional event. The youngest men or women to ever win a tournament that early. That is astounding. 18 years old, major champion with the final round 63. It's mind-blowing how good this young lady was at such an early age. Yes, had a little lull there for a little bit, but now come back out and has just taken the world by storm again. 17 wins already and building in her professional career. The sky is the limit for Lydia.
Oh, what a gorgeous-looking shot that is, Rich. Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the fourth.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
On a nice line.
Well, that's an early statement right there.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
And after that hole, leading Patrick Cantlay by a couple of strokes. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left. That's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Getting ready to play their third. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker. Oh, good look at a birdie here. It's on a good line. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
That's heading for the fairway.
Well, Luke, you're right. He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good. What a skillful approach shot. This player not holding back in their rivalry with Lydia Ko.
And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. That's half a chance of being holed, this one. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 6 under. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
From about 100 yards. Chosen the pitching wedge here. A wonderful shot here at the 7th and sets up another birdie chance.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
Oh, that's a nice line. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. He sits in first position. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Is tracking.
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Why not take another look at that effort?
What an amazing putt from way out.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with a driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Around 110 yards to go. choosing the 9-iron here.
Pretty good shot there.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
If it's up, it could be in. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Here we are, Rich. A wonderful opportunity on the table. The chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
Nicely done. This putt to get to double digits under the card. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? An opportunity to make their par. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. On the right-hand side of the fairway, you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green and 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Opting for the 5-wood. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
This one's for birdie. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Now 5 shots up after that hole. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Yeah, that looked pretty good the whole way.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Oh, that's frustrating. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely... I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Judging it beautifully.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
New Zealand's Lydia Ko setting up her next shot. And there it goes from the sand. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. An outstanding performer with already 5 wins under their belt. That's a good-looking shot there. And here we are with the third shot. Good shot there, Beamer. And 11 under in front of the player with this putt. Big putt for par coming up. Nice stroke. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. And he's hit that inside the range. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
This one's tracking.
That was a gallant attempt. They make it. Now 10 under par. Just a handful of holes to go.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Time for the second shot at the 16th. Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. And 11 under in front of the player with this putt. Okay, steady now. Oh, a 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. It's got a chance. Oh, that's a clutch par. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. That's nicely done. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Appears to have overcooked this one. A par putt awaits. Yeah, we'll take that. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the Snake Pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
This one needs to kick left. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt. Steady on. All right, one down. Let's see if they can take the next opportunity to close out. And as that putt drops to the bottom, Rich, they are now the Valspar champion. What a performance.
Yeah, what a performance. What a win. I mean, just this player was just amazing all week long.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.